Hello, Kimberly, my love. Listen, first of all, I just wanted to make a video so that way you can hear me. You know what I mean? Because sometimes behind typing on social media, things can be misconstrued. So again, I just want you to hear me. Just listen. Like, listen to what I'm saying. Don't, have like a reaction or a response already in your head, ready to shoot off and go. Like, I need you to hear what I'm saying. So, but first things first, the reason why I tagged him on your post to begin with is because you stated that you wanted people to educate themselves. And whether you believe it or not, he's extremely educated. But anyway, so the fact of the matter is, you made a post saying, educate yourselves, cops are being killed as well. Don't kill, our police officers. Without a doubt, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, let's just be clear. First things first, nobody should be taking nobody's life. That's just that, like, at the end of the day. And I have law enforcement in my family as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's not, that's not, excuse me, I'm a little anxious right now. I have so many things flowing through my head, but also, you know what I mean? And shit, my dad was a Marine. Like, we got healthcare workers, nurses, doctors, lawyers, law enforcement, cops. We got all that shit in my family too. So, but also, what I'm saying is, now, when you make a status like that, you know what I mean? Also, you know what I mean? There's a lot of problems going on. There's a lot of issues going on. There's always going to be a problem. But right now, what we're talking about is the issue that we're having with black men being killed by police, you know what I mean, in the street, being executed for no reason, unarmed men. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about right now. The racial injustice bullshit that's going on. That's what we're talking about right now. So when you come in and you try to overshadow what we're talking about with another topic, you know what I mean, that kind of adds insult to injury. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, the fact of the matter is, excuse me, now, the facts are police officers, you know what I mean, on average, about 40 to 80 of them die a year. You know what I mean? 40 to 80 of them die a year being police officers. And not for nothing, you have to choose to be a cop. You know what I'm saying? You have to choose to be a cop. That is a choice. Not saying it's right, but that comes with the job. Just like when this coronavirus, oh shit, excuse me, this goddamn Red Bull got me gassy. But like I said, you have to choose to be a police officer, and that comes with the job. God rest their soul. You know what I mean? Like I said, nobody should be killing nobody. That's just that. But at the end of the day, black men are 3 times more likely to be killed by police than a white man. That's a fact. Also, being killed by a police officer is the #1 leading death for young black men in America. That's a fact. Do you get what I'm saying? And like I said, so the 40 to 80 police officers that die a year, and that's just not by black men alone, that's just by all races, all, you know what I mean? That's just total deaths of them dying a year. That 40 to 80, let's just say 100. Let's just say 100. Let's just, round it up to 100 police officers dying a year. That has nothing on the hundreds of black men that are dying a year to the hands of a police officer. Again, like I said, I'm not saying it's right, because it's not. Do you get what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, this is what we're talking about right now. This is what we're discussing right now. This is what the world is talking about right now. So, yes, and I agree with you. You know what I mean? I do. Like, and you are absolutely right. I absolutely love peace, love, tranquility, all that good shit. But at the end of the day, the facts are the facts. And you said educate yourself. And I'm just, you know what I mean? And I have. Like, it's just like, we are losing children. There are literally children, like a child, a kid, 8, 9, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old being killed by police officers. We are losing our children to this bullshit. And it runs a lot deeper than just what's going on right now, what's in the media and all that good stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you come in and you step on what we're talking about to throw out there, educate yourselves. Our police officers are being killed as well. You know what I mean? That's cool. That's a problem. And that, you know what I mean? We have to address that problem. But like I said, they die on the job. On the job. You get to apply to be a police officer. I was born like this. We wake up like this. You don't get to put it in an application. You get what I'm saying? And say, I want to be black today. You know what? I want to be black for the rest of my life. I want to be black. I want to be colored. I want to be a minority. You don't get to wake up and fill out an application to be black. That's what I'm saying. So there are some differences. And again, like I said, I agree with you. Like I said, I have law enforcement in my family. Shit, my dad was a Marine. I understand. I get what you're saying. But what I'm telling you is, this is what we're talking about right now. This is the problem that we're trying to address right now. The Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? And of course, duh, no shit. All lives matter. Blue lives matter. Purple lives matter. Green lives matter. Whatever you want to say. We all know that. That's common sense. All lives matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you would think that's common sense, right? But the problem that we're having is black lives don't matter to everybody. That's the problem. And of course, duh, we all know not all cops are bad. Like, that's common sense. And if anybody thinks that, they're a fucking idiot. That's common sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? We all know not all cops are bad. Just like, you know, we all know not all of us are thugs, gangsters, and criminals, but that's how we're portrayed though, right? Us animals, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like I said, this shit runs way, 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 way deep. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like now, if you would like to have a conversation with me, we can have a conversation. That's not a problem. I'm always down. I'm always down to have a conversation with somebody. Like, that's not a problem. And did I know that me tagging him on that post was going to turn and make a left turn like that? Absolutely not. I didn't. But the reason, like I said, the reason why I tagged him on that post is because, like I said, whether you believe it or not, he's extremely educated. And I tagged him on that post because you said educate yourself. So I wanted someone who was educated, you know, from a different perspective to chime in. And quite frankly, I don't think you or your whole gang of people that was on there is any better. The second, like, of course, like, we are, like I said, we're losing brothers, uncles, children, fathers, all types of shit for petty, next to nothing reasons in the street, being executed like fucking animals. So absolutely, he has that right to feel like fuck the police. Now, when we say fuck the police, are we talking about every single cop? Absolutely not. But we are talking about them ignorant motherfuckers, those racist pigs, you know what I mean, who are doing the shit that we're protesting now. And it seemed as though, like, after everything that I read, nobody was willing to understand, you know what I mean, or actually listen to the pain that we're talking about. But what you want to do is overshadow with, you know what I mean, your narrative. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and of course, like, I don't want nobody fighting, because there's a way bigger agenda going on right now than anything, and they do want us all fighting. But like I said, there's always going to be issues, and there's countless number of problems going on in America right now. And yes, police being killed, that is a problem. But that's not what we're addressing right now. What we're addressing is black children and men being killed in the street like fucking animals for next to nothing reasons. That's what we're talking about right now. That is what we're discussing on a global scale right now. So like I said, when you come in and you try to overshadow what we're talking about with a different direction, that adds insult to injury. And like, you know what I mean? Of course, you know, I love your sister. I love your sister dearly. Like, I love Kelly. I really, really do. Like, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm getting kind of twisted right now because I'm a little emotional about it. Because at the end of the day, you don't understand. You can try to, and you might be able to have like a good perspective. But at the end of the day, You'll never understand 100% like the pain and the rage that we feel as a people. Think about it. We are all, you and I, all of us that are here, we are nothing but pieces of our ancestors, and so on and so on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you following what I'm saying? So generation after generation, that pain and that anger and that rage is passed down. That's all we know. When people pass on from family member to family member, they pass on what they know and how they feel. So we have all just collectively still are feeling that pain and that rage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yes, we are angry. Yes, we are mad. Yes, we are hurting. So hear me when I say fuck the police, because of what's going on and what has been going on. This is nothing new. And like I said, we're not talking about every single cop. That's fucking stupid. No, but like whoever feels like that, like I said, is a fucking idiot. We all know every single cop is not bad. We all know every single white person is not racist. Like, come on, let's be real. We all know that. That's an idiotic statement to make. So you can't come in and try to step on what we're talking about and being like, all police officers are not bad. All white people are not racist. We know that. That's common sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so that's like taking away from what we're talking about, what we're discussing, like I said, on a global scale. That's taking away from what we're trying to talk about. And the way that I saw, you and your gang on those comments, the way y'all all jumped on him and kept going, telling him somebody's going to be knocking at his door and all types of shit like that is no better. You're no better. Yeah, it's hurtful and it's a mess right now, but we do need to have these conversations in order to move forward. But like I said, I apologize if he got you guys all riled up and upset or whatever the case may be, because evidently he did, because you guys are still commenting on that post. Y'all still talking about him. But and I saw some true colors come out, but the thing is, the problem is nobody's listening while we're speaking. Do you understand what I'm saying? Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm not going to say nobody, because there are people, but the problem lies when we speak and when we try to get things, you know what I mean, on the table. No, like, people aren't actually listening to what we're saying. So like I said, if you want to have a conversation with me, we can do that. But at the end of the day, like I said, you said educate yourself. I've educated myself. Like I said, he's extremely educated. I have law enforcement in my family too, firefighters, nurses, lawyers, military, whatever. I have that in my family as well. But telling somebody they're going to have a knock on their door, telling somebody that they should be expecting someone to knock on their door real soon. Why? Because he said something that you didn't agree with. And absolutely, listen, I agree with you. Talking about kids, completely off the fucking table. Like, let's just, you know what I mean? Like I said, and I'm not saying he was completely 100% correct, because he was not. But also, what I'm saying is, you and your gang of people that jumped on and started talking shit and saying things that were making threats as well are no better. That gets us nowhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? That gets us nowhere. Like I said, I tagged him because I wanted a different perspective on there. It's just all fucked up. It's a shame. And there's also things that I could say that I'm not, and I'm going to let it be. But yeah, basically that's it. I don't know. Like I said, if you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation. If you want to call me and you want to talk for real, if you want to have a real conversation with me, we can do that. You can call me and we can do that. That's not a problem. But I don't know. It's just like, damn, we're talking about one thing and here you come trying to make it about something else. We're like, yeah, we're talking about the injustice of, black people dying by the hands of police. Well, police officers are dying too. Police officers are dying too. They're dying in the line of duty, which, all hats go off, respect to them. But like I said, our children, we have children dying just for being black. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's obvious all lives matter. That you would think is common sense, but that's not what we're talking about right now, my love. We're talking about black lives. We're discussing black lives. And of course, and I saw, you guys were talking about the 13%, I seen a little bit of your true colors getting ready to come out because you was about to say some crazy shit. Let's be real. Let's be real. I saw it. I read it. You know what I mean? Y'all was ready to go. And please, with the, I have black friends and please, like, come on, let's, that doesn't mean that you can't be, prejudiced. I mean, I'm not saying that you are, but you know what I mean? I'm saying that's just a fact. But, and, I don't know. It's crazy. Like I said, if you want to have a real conversation with me, we can talk. That's not a problem because I'm all about the love. But you said educate yourself. The facts are, on average, 80 police officers die a year. That's not just from black men. That's just all around across the table. Fact, hundreds of black men die a year by the hands of police. Fact, they're 3 times more likely to die than a white person. That's a fact. Fact, being shot by a police officer is the #1 leading death in young black men. That's a fact. So as far as, educating ourselves and all that, you know what I mean? Like, nobody here is dumb. So, I don't know. Listen and see, you know what I mean? Some people, listen, and some people have different ways to express their pain. And, look at that motherfucking deodorant. It's nasty. But listen, like I said, people have different ways, you know what I mean, to expressing their rage and their pain and whatever the case may be. See, I'm more of a Martin, you know what I mean? I'm more of a Martin. Some people more of a Malcolm. That's cool, whatever. But what I'm saying is, listen, we can't be mad at one another for expressing, you know what I mean, their hurt. That's just what the fact of the matter is. And at the end of the day, and even, listen, I have turned some racist motherfuckers into non-racist. That's just how I work. You know what I mean? Not everybody's like that. Even the ones that hate me, I love you, because that's just what it is. Like, you know what I mean? The word nigger, that shit don't bother me. I don't let it get to me, because when somebody comes out their mouth and tries to hurt me that way, you are really upset and you're trying your hardest. That shit don't bother me. You know what I mean? I take note and realize how ignorant, you know what I mean? But listen, like I said, there's some things that I could say that I'm not going to say, but we're not going to sit here and act like everybody is perfect and everybody is angels. So, and you said, he was name calling and everything that you said about him, you guys turned around and did. So, like I said, we're no better than one another. I just ask that we stay on topic. That's what I ask. I ask that we stay on topic, because that's what we're talking about right now. Oh, and also with the, you know what I mean, everybody talking about well, they need to worry about their own communities. They're killing each other. You know what I mean? Things like that. True. That is a fact. And that is a problem. But also, you know what I mean? There are things being done to address those problems within our communities. Like, they are, you know what I mean? They're just not, you know what I mean, portrayed or aired on TV like that. But there are things going on. We do have rallies and marches and things like that in our communities to address the black on black crime. But let's be clear, there's white on white crime as well. You know what I mean? So you guys can't say those type of things. But, and then also when I saw you get into the, the 13% and all that, y'all was ready. You was ready to say some shit, but you didn't. You held your tongue. And I just, real quick, and the reason why me personally didn't respond right away is because I didn't necessarily, I did agree, but to a certain extent, and I didn't want to go back and forth with you because you are Kelly's sister. So that's, the reason. But also, like I said, if you want to have a real conversation, call me and we can talk. It's all love.